In today's video, my friends, we're taking a look at the brand new X1000-4K from ViewSonic. This thing has literally just been released and it is available, and I'm very lucky to be one of the first to review it. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell to get my next video first. So at the time of making this review, this projector is so new out that not every location has got the prices available yet, but I will leave links in the description so you can check them out for yourself as and when they become available. In the box you get everything that you would expect, as well as a guide to show you how far you need to have the projector away from the wall for a certain size screen. And you get this very smart self-lit remote control. We'll come on to that a little bit more later. So ViewSonic have very kindly lent me this projector for a few days. They've not asked me to say anything good or bad about it, and all of the thoughts that I express will be my own. Now, the first thing that I have to say is that, like with quite a few projectors that have been released over the last year or so, the design and quality have improved greatly, and it's something which I've been mentioning in previous reviews. Certainly manufacturers have moved away from those horrible, cheap, plasticky things, and now these things, especially this type, which is an ultra short throw, so therefore it's going to be on view all the time, actually becomes a dedicated piece of furniture. And with this one, no matter which angle you're looking at it from, I think it looks absolutely stunning. There are plenty of connections on this projector. On the side you have a USB 3.0, one USB 2.0 and a USB-C, which is a nice touch. There's also an HDMI as well as audio in and out. And then on the back you have two further HDMI ports, your Ethernet port, an optical audio, and you got a subwoofer port, which again is a nice touch, and that's something which I've not seen on a projector before. There's also a dial on either side to adjust the legs to different heights. The light source is LED, and that means that you get up to 30,000 hours. Now, to put that into perspective, that's like watching this for 8 hours a day for 10 years. Right, that's enough about the aesthetics of this projector. Let's turn it on and see how good it looks. It takes around about 25 to 30 seconds for it to boot up when it first gets turned on. As with any projector of any type, the darker the room that you're in, the better the image on screen will be. There's a couple of things that you can do to help yourself here. You can have blinds which close obviously during the day. As I've got here, it's a bright day still and the room will still remain pretty bright. And as it's an ultra short throw projector, if you have an ALR screen, an ambient light rejecting screen, then that's going to hold the light a lot better. And as you can see now, the blind is pretty much closed, but there's still a lot of light coming through that side window part, and we're getting an incredible picture on the screen. It's definitely something that you can use 24 hours a day. Okay, so somebody's recommended that we sit down and watch Marley and Me. I'm looking forward to that. No spoilers please guys, and let's see how this projector does. So before the movie starts, let's just have a quick look at the remote control, and it's a really smart remote control. Not only has it got everything that you need in terms of function, but it's got that backlight, but it's smarter than that again. This one has actually got a G sensor in it, so a gyro sensor, so when you do pick it up, it recognizes that and the light will come on automatically. It's something which I wish every remote control would have. Definitely very good. Okay, so when the projector loads up, you'll be presented with this as your home screen. It's a very typical Android home screen where you've got access to all of your file management. If you do find that you are slightly out of focus, then you have got the ability just to use the automatic focus on the remote control, press the button, and then you can go left and right or do it automatically, and then you'll sharpen up all four corners. Now, my advice is for anyone getting this projector or a similar type projector is to get your own device to plug into one of the many HDMI ports, because the software is good. It's got nice touches like the screen mirroring, for instance, which I thought did a really good job. It looked clearer than it's looked on any projector I've seen before, and so therefore definitely something which you can do, and you can stream very simply via AirPlay on an iOS device, and it was easy to follow. But other than that, this type of software is always a little bit clunky, never brilliant. It's got the Aptoide store built in, which is, you know, not brilliant. It's pretty much hit and miss with what things work and what things don't, so you're far better off getting a Fire Stick, an Apple TV, or even just using the software on your console. What it has got, this projector though, is a great menu system for changing and tweaking different settings. So I've turned on my PlayStation 5 now and I've gone into Outriders, and as you can see on image settings you've got so many different options. I won't bore you in this video, I'll just speed through this section, but you can see that you can change it to your heart's content. You can definitely get the picture that you want, and I was really impressed with how many different options were available, certainly far more than I've seen on some other projectors. Again, with most projectors you'll find that the input lag is normally just a little bit too much of a delay for competitive gaming. It's absolutely fine for just occasional gaming and standard gaming. It's actually been measured on this projector at around 66 milliseconds, which is actually on the lower side compared to some others which can be way over 100. So I've not tested it for competitive gaming, but certainly for playing games like the F1 game and Outriders it was absolutely fine, had no issue at all. By the way, if you are seeing some flickering, that's the camera frequency, not the actual projector. I did wonder why this was called a soundbar projector, but that soon became apparent when I listened to it, and it was just incredible. This is even without the subwoofer. That was just at 50% volume. I'm going to show you some music in a second, but the sound is provided via two 15-watt drivers, all Harman Kardon speakers, and two 5-watt tweeters, and it really does sound the best I've heard. Plus, if you want to, you can put a subwoofer giving you 2.1 sound. In terms of picture quality, well, that's pretty good too. I've chosen this specific clip because it's got some brightness, some dark, you get an idea of the blacks as well, and I have to say it is absolutely brilliant when you're watching it. Any flicker that you do see is not visible in reality. That unfortunately is my camera frequency, so please do ignore that. But the quality of the image is amazing. The brightness of this projector is 2400 lumens, and you have a contrast ratio of 3 million to 1. That's obviously because it's an LED light source, and as I mentioned right at the start, you've got over 30,000 hours. Now in terms of HDR and things like that, it did a great job. Now another big factor with this projector is that it does support 3D. Now I've not tested it for 3D, so I can't comment on that, but it will support 3D, so if you have got a wide range of 3D movies in your library, well, this could be the projector for you as well. Okay guys, just before we finish, let me go through some of the other features and stats for you, just so that you've got everything about this projector. Okay, so this uses the pixel shifting technology to create 3840 by 2160 pixels. It's 2400 LED lumens, so it's very bright. It can be ceiling mounted, which is a really good feature because this doesn't have to be sat in front down on a cabinet. You can pop it on the ceiling, no problem. The sound of this, what I mean by the sound, is the noise of the fans is very, very quiet. 23 decibels in eco and only just above that in normal mode. You've also got the ability to do USB streaming and simultaneous charging. That is dependent on the device, guys, so you would need to double check the device first. You've also got the ability to have a 100-inch screen from just 38 centimeters. I've already talked about the sound, plus you've got HDR 3D and it's 125% color accurate, the Rec 709 color gamut. Now, you've also got some issues. It doesn't have digital zoom, which is a disappointment. You can't drag the corners to fit the screen, so it is really important that the projector is in the right position to start off with, which just makes it a little bit more fiddly, and you don't have horizontal keystone or lens shift. But once it's in the right place, if you're going to be leaving it there, it's not an issue. So my friends, if you're wondering who is going to be buying this projector, then it's going to be probably people that are wanting to keep to a certain budget, can't necessarily stretch to the laser technology, which gives you the extra things that this one doesn't do, but keeps it at an affordable level and delivers still an incredible picture. It really is a stunning picture and it sounds absolutely amazing. I've been so grateful to ViewSonic for letting me be one of the first to review this, and I can definitely recommend it as a projector. For the price range that it's in, is definitely up there, guys. Definitely one for you to consider. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you on the next.